who should not get a multifocal or EDOF lens. So you're having cataract surgery and you've heard about those premium lenses that can reduce your need for glasses. Sounds great, right? But here's the truth. Those lenses are not for everyone. And if you get one when you shouldn't, you're going to be disappointed. So today I'm going to walk you through 5 situations where I usually steer patients away from multifocal and EDOF lenses, even when they really want them. I'm Dr. Todd Driver. I'm a cataract and refractive surgeon, and I do a lot of premium lens implants. I genuinely love these lenses, but a big part of my job is figuring out who's going to do great with them and who's likely to struggle. And being told you're not a candidate can feel like bad news, but in reality, that's me protecting you from a bad outcome. So number 1, and this is the biggest one, your eye has to be healthy enough for a multifocal or EDOF lens to work correctly. So if you have glaucoma, especially if it's affecting your vision, these lenses are usually not a good fit. Same thing with macular degeneration or any condition affecting the central retina. Here's why. Multifocal and EDOF lenses work by splitting light into different focal points. That's how they give you distance, intermediate, and near vision at the same time. But that only works if the rest of your visual system can process that light perfectly. Your retina and optic nerve need to be functioning well. If there's any weak link in that chain, the lens cannot do its job properly. So if you have eye disease beyond just the cataract, we usually recommend a standard lens instead, or a light adjustable lens. So here's the second reason, prior refractive surgery. So if you've had LASIK, PRK, or older procedures like RK, in my opinion, multifocal and EDOF lenses tend to be less predictable and may not give you a good visual outcome. So there's a few reasons. First, refractive surgery permanently changes the shape of your cornea, which makes lens power calculations more complicated. Second, and this is often the bigger issue, these lenses can increase glare and halos at night. Your cornea has already been reshaped once, and now we're adding a lens that splits light even further. Sometimes those two things don't work well together. It doesn't mean that using these lenses is impossible for your eyes, but for these refractive surgery patients, I generally have a longer conversation with them about expectations, and often we lean towards other options like the standard lens or the light adjustable lens. So number 3, dry eye. So if you really struggle with dry eyes, the multifocal and EDOF lenses may not perform well. So these lenses depend on a smooth, stable tear film and a smooth cornea. And if your tear film is irregular or breaking up quickly, light can scatter instead of focus cleanly. And this scattered light turns into glare and blurry vision. So a patient might get a premium lens and feel unhappy with their vision when the real problem is with their ocular surface and with dryness. That's why I always treat dry eye before cataract surgery for every patient, but especially for premium lens patients. If your dry eye is mild or well controlled, great. But if it's severe and we cannot stabilize it, I generally tell the patient to rethink their lens choice. So number 4 is more personal, how sensitive you are to halos. So with any multifocal or EDOF lens, there is usually some degree of halo around lights at night. So now compared to what most patients see with cataracts, it's typically much better, and most people adapt within a few weeks and stop noticing it. But some people are just more sensitive. And if you know that halos will bother you every time you drive at night, and that is going to frustrate you, I want you to know that up front. Some of the newer EDOF lenses tend to have much milder halos than traditional multifocals, which helps certain patients, but it's still an important thing to think about. And finally, this one isn't about your eyes at all. It's about expectations. So if you're the type of person who needs everything to be absolutely perfect and any visual compromise feels unacceptable, a multifocal lens may not be right for you. So all of these lenses involve trade-offs. So you give up a small amount of optical quality in exchange for greater independence from glasses. So most patients are okay with that and think it's a great deal. But if you tend to fixate on small imperfections, even a technically successful result can feel disappointing. I would much rather have an honest conversation about these expectations before surgery than after surgery. So to summarize, the main reasons I steer patients away from multifocal or EDOF lenses are eye disease, prior refractive surgery, significant dry eye, sensitivity to halos, or expectations that are hard to meet. And if any of these apply to you, it's not the end of the world. We still have excellent options. Standard lenses work beautifully, toric lenses can correct astigmatism beautifully, and light adjustable lenses let us fine-tune your vision after surgery. There is a right answer for everyone. It just may not be a multifocal or EDOF lens. So if you found this helpful, hit subscribe. I put out videos like this to help you make the best decision for your eyes. I'll see you in the next video.